Hey, how's it going? It's Brad, and first off, I want to thank you for purchasing this Persuasion product. I'm really excited to bring this knowledge to you. It's the accumulation of a lot of different fields where I've gone all over the place, from psychotherapy, NLP, to sales copy and marketing, to teaching the dating advice, which I taught for years, and kind of summing that all up through my own experience, influencing others as a coach and kind of a guru, I guess, being authoritative in that realm. And then, of course, influencing the people around us. That's a lot of what we're going to talk about. How to get your mind right so you're more decisive and more persuasive. How to understand them better, which gives you even more confidence to connect the dots and know the best ways to communicate effectively on a conscious level and an unconscious, other than conscious level, to be as persuasive and influential as possible. So you've already bought the product, but I just want to kind of get the answer out of the way of why you should be interested in persuasion. First off, your relationships. The quality of your life is directly related to the quality of the relationships you have, both how quality those people are, as well as the connection you have, how healthy, if you can be yourself around them, how much they inspire you, and creating those you don't want to have those negative energies, especially with the people that are closest to you. So whether it's your family, your friends, your colleagues, or your dating life, we're going to talk about ways to turn acquaintances into friends so you can find strategies to get better friends. And we'll go step by step. As I said, I love kind of the idea of paint by numbers, a strategy to meet new people, and we'll go through exercises to pick the specific people that you want to meet, what skills to develop, what mindsets to have, and how to go out there and take action to meet those people and cultivate those relationships. We'll even get into things like your family, whether that be the relationship with your parents or your siblings, how to make those happier and healthier, cultivating a more successful group of friends that inspire you. I talk about how your friends... We don't have to get into this yet, but my background, I have a master's degree in bacteriology, and I think of the friends you have around you the same way bacteria, you put in a little plate, and the better the nutrients are, the faster they grow, and the better they grow. That's about the same way you want to view your social network, and we'll talk about that in Module 3, actually. And also related to the relationships, making sure that you have full choice in the type of woman that you want to meet, that you're able to attract that woman, and lead that into whether it be dating her, taking home, being able to lead that in a way where it's on your terms and feeling good and feeling comfortable. And as I said, working on the belief systems, so a lot of this stuff is automatic. Then the other stuff we'll get into is, of course, your financial future is important. And related to persuasion and influence, we're going to dive into all sorts of different strategies on how to market yourself better, whether that be to your customers, if you have a business, or you're kind of in the role of maybe a salesman or so, working with customers, even B2B, business to business, and how to sell yourself and deal with that. We'll also talk about just creating your personal brand and what that means. So when people are talking behind your back, I don't mean that in a negative way, but you have a sort of elevator pitch of who you are. So when somebody's like, who was that guy? It's like, oh, that's the guy that XYZ. And it's a very quick, nice little thing. And like I said, we'll get into that about how that can lead to making a lot of this influence a lot easier. We'll also help you get a strategy to meet the right people to move your career forward or move your business forward before you actually need help from them. Through similar to the strategy we do with the social network, we're going to create specific strategies to meet the right sort of people before you even need to. So when the time comes up to whether you lose your job or you're looking to use them for an interview or something like that, it's not like, hey man, can I take value from you? It's no, you've been offering value for a long time, you're building this great relationship, and then they're willing to fully be into it. And like I said, I think for me, the way that I view a mentor-mentee relationship or any sort of colleague in the business sense where you have mutual value, you want them to be emotionally invested in your success. And we'll talk about how that is easily accomplished. And the last part, which is actually probably the most frequent part throughout this program, is actually getting into influencing yourself and through things like your own self-esteem. And you might say, well, how does that relate to persuasion and influence? But if you can't persuade yourself, if you can't control your own mind, how are you going to control anyone else's? And I'm not talking about ESP, mind control, or something like that. But a lot of what we're going to be talking about is building advantageous belief systems. And that you have to be able to consciously control the thoughts that go on up here to instill the right sort of beliefs that make you automatically persuasive. And hopefully that doesn't sound too all over the place. I'm going to break this down in very detail throughout the program here. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what we're going to get into. And this will lead to you being more assertive from that high self-esteem. And I'll teach you how to be more proactive to move towards what you want, which is exciting. It feels good when you can see you're able to grab on to the things that you want and start living by your values